Welcome to the hottest place on earth. Well, probably not the hottest, but I'm in my kitchen with an oven on and it's 31 degrees Celsius outside. I am crazy, but there is a real good reason for that. Today I'm going to show you how to make my gluten-free banana bread because I got bananas that need using up, and when you got bananas that need using up, you need to use them. I mean, there's loads of things you could do with them, but I wanted to keep it classic and just go for some banana bread. So this recipe, obviously, like all the recipes I make, is really easy. As well as it being gluten-free, it's very easy to make. Dairy-free, a slice or so is also low FODMAP, and depending on how ripe your bananas are, but I'd recommend them being ripe. It's more low FODMAP if they're less ripe, but as I said, ripe is better. And I guess you could make it vegan. It's got a couple of eggs in it, but you could switch those out. So yeah, it's just a super simple recipe, and also I'm going to put chocolate chips in it because I just want chocolate chips. It's just what I want to do. So I'll show you what the ingredients are and then we can get going. Right, so the ingredients are super simple for this. There's gluten-free plain flour I have here, but you can use gluten-free self-raising flour if you want to. I just always seem to use gluten-free plain flour and it works fine. When I've used gluten-free self-raising, it's worked fine too, so whatever floats your boat. I've got some butter which is softened here, or it is softening very quickly in the heat. If you are dairy-free, then I would just use a dairy-free spread or a dairy-free baking block, dairy-free butter, whatever. Vegan butter, blah blah, that would work fine. I've got some light brown sugar here. You can also use a caster sugar, like a granulated sugar, like a white sugar, if you don't have light brown, because light brown sugar at the moment, when I am filming this, is weirdly very scarce. I've struggled to find it. I had to buy this online. I've got 2 eggs here. They can be large or medium. It's absolutely fine. I've also got some bicarbonate of soda here, and I've put a little bit of xanthan gum in, but that is completely optional. I tend to put it in a bit more when I use plain flour for this, but if you don't have it, it's fine. That's the same with basically most of my recipes. If you don't have xanthan gum, don't let it put you off, because you can still do it. It just kind of helps with the texture, but you know, life's too short to only bake when you got xanthan gum if you're gluten-free, so whatever. Then I've also got some chocolate chips. I thought I'd show you. These are the chocolate chips that I have used for absolutely ages now. I started buying them because you can buy them online, and that is a godsend. So these are the Calabo ones, and I would highly recommend them. I was going to put a mix of milk and dark in, but I think I might just go for dark because Mark can't eat the milk ones. I'm not sure, maybe I'll put both in, then it's all for me. No, that would be mean. So those are dark chocolate chips. Amazing. And then obviously I'm making banana bread, so this is probably the most important ingredient of them all, bananas. As I said earlier, these are very ripe, which is the best because they have the nicest, sweetest, delicious banana flavour. A green banana doesn't really taste of anything, so I'd really recommend getting really ripe bananas. Don't rush to make this when you've just gone to the supermarket to buy bananas and they're still a bit green. But as I also said, if you're low FODMAP, ripe bananas aren't necessarily something that you can tolerate so well, so you could use slightly less ripe bananas. But for me, I can eat bananas absolutely fine, and so I would highly recommend using ones like this. Okay, so firstly I am going to cream together these two, so I'm going to put them into here and this into here, and then just cream them together with my electric whisk. Okay, so that's done because it's all now lighter in colour, light and fluffy, all combined. So I'll just put that to one side, and then I am going to sort out my bananas and my eggs. So using ripe bananas is not just about the flavour, it's also about how easy it is to mash them. The riper they are, the softer they are, and therefore they're easier to mash. So I'm just going to weigh out my bananas, and the weight on my recipe is the bananas without the skin on, because obviously the peel weighs something, so you need to weigh it as you go, putting in without the peel. Okay, so now I'm just going to beat my eggs in a separate mug and then add them to the banana, mix it all together until it's really combined. Now, you could have done this completely in one bowl and just sort of mashed it as you went, but I always like to just mash the bananas separately so you can get them really mashed, and then I just added the eggs at this point because why not? And then I just pour it all into this bowl and mix it all together. Now we can add our flour and our bicarb and possibly xanthan gum, and again mix until combined, but only just combined at this point. Next is my absolute favourite bit, which is adding the chocolate chips, and then I'll just fold them in with a spatula. Okay, so the mixture is now ready, and that was really simple, wasn't it? So I'm just going to put this into a 2-pound loaf tin, all lined and non-stick baking papered and everything like that, and then it'll be ready to go into the oven. Actually, not quite ready, because I'm going to add some more chocolate chips to the top, because we like all the chocolate. So now I need to get this into this, and I was going to use my spoon, but I think I might pour it. There is quite a lot of mixture, but I always put this much in and it's fine. So I'm going to give it a go at pouring. I'm usually terrible at this, so it might go wrong. So there you go, the banana bread is basically ready for the oven. At this point there are a couple of things that you can do. You could get another banana if you've got another one and cut it in half, or cut a thin sort of strip and decorate the top with it. You've probably seen them before like that, and I do quite like doing that. But as I am, weirdly, I've just suddenly in the last few years become very big in loving chocolate. I didn't as a kid, but I do now. So for me, what I do, so I just get a handful of chocolate chips and just sprinkle them all over the top. And I do like mixing the milk and the dark, I have to say, so I'm gonna do that. But you can do whatever you want. You could even have white chocolate chips on here, it'd be good. And you can just be really, like, I don't measure these out necessarily, I just put them on as I like. Okay, so there you go. You actually also don't have to put anything on the top, so you don't need chocolate in the inside, you don't need chocolate on top, you don't need bananas on the top, but you do need bananas on the inside, because that would be weird if you didn't. I've had people actually ask, can I make your banana bread? And can I take the bananas out and put apple in? And I mean, you probably could and make an apple cake, but then it's not banana bread, is it? So I never really know how to answer that. Banana bread has bananas in it. So I'm going off on a tangent here. We need to get this in the oven. So this needs to go into the oven for about an hour at 160 degrees C fan, which is 180 C. And as always, I think this is becoming a running theme. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I think every time I put something in, it's at this temperature. I can never remember the Fahrenheit. But I'll put it in the description. And yeah, one thing I will say is that I don't find this, but if it does start to go a bit brown on the top, because with the loaf cake being in for a whole hour, it could start to, you know, brown a little bit more than you'd like, then just put some foil, shiny side up, over the top at any point, sort of probably about 45-50 minutes in, if you thought that, and then it will be fine. And also, when it comes out, make sure you check it with a skewer, because sometimes it might need 5-10 minutes longer, but I I generally find that about 55 minutes to an hour is perfect for this amount of mixture. So I'm going to put it in now. I cannot be bothered to wash up. It is so hot, and hot water just makes me feel bad. So I've got bananas in my hand because I thought what I'd do is, I know I'm showing you how to make banana bread, but with it being so hot, I'm thinking about either quick bakes that you can do in the oven, where the oven can be on for minimal time, or no bake things that you might be able to do with bananas. So I've got a banana peanut butter sort of oat bar, which is absolutely delicious, only in the oven for about 20 minutes, which I will link in the description below as something you could do with bananas. It's so nice. It's just a nice little sort of light snack. And then another thing which is not on my blog, but I always think about, and I used to make all the time, is like banana ice cream, or I think they call it nice cream. Basically, you can just blend bananas. You can blend them with just on their own, or with a little bit of milk, and you can freeze them, and you've got like a banana ice cream. And don't knock it until you tried it because it's really good, and you can swirl like chocolate into it or whatever. Just keep it really simple. Also, whilst the cake's in the oven, can we just marvel at my courgettes? 4 courgettes that I just literally picked today. And these aren't the first of all, we've had quite a lot already. Very, very happy. Does anyone else do any like growing vegetables or fruit in their garden? Let me know, because we are absolutely loving it this year. So I've just taken this beautiful baby out of the oven. It actually took 1 hour and 5 minutes today. So, you know, that shows that it takes a different amount of time in every oven and on any given day. But yeah, I checked it with the skewer, thought maybe 5 minutes extra, and it was absolutely perfect. Well, I hope it's going to be perfect because I can't do anything with this for now. As with all loaf cakes, they're really, really frustrating in that you kind of just have to leave it to cool, and because it's like a big loaf, it takes ages to cool down. So I'm going to leave this for a little bit in the tin, and then I will remove it from the tin to completely finish cooling in a little while. And then I guess at some point I'll get to show you the inside and I'll get to eat some, which is what I'm really looking forward to, if I'm honest. It's now the next morning because my banana bread took too long to cool down and I just couldn't be bothered to wait for it. It got really late. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to show you how good it looks inside, because obviously I've cut it open. I've had a slice and it was really good. Tasted amazing. It smells good. So here is a slice. There you go. Let's see if it will focus. There you go. So you can see there's loads of chocolate, which is really gooey. It stays gooey. Then you've got all the banana, which you can't smell, but it honestly, trust me, it smells so good. So if you want to make one, I'll leave a link to the recipe in the description below, and then you can just click that link, follow it along if you have bananas and stuff. If not, go buy some now. And you can have banana bread very, very soon. So if you've enjoyed this video and want to watch more videos like this, then click up here to watch my gluten-free scones video, and click up here to watch my gluten-free jam donuts video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!